is your boy Mark coming back to you today with another video. And man, I just want to, acknowledge and thank God for trials and tribulations. Before, like, going through trials and tribulations, like when you're in the midst of like whatever storm you may be in the season in your life, where everything just feel like hell is breaking loose, a lot of spiritual attacks, a lot of spiritual warfare is just like taking place, and all you do is like, God, I'm just trying to do what you told me to do. Like, I don't understand why I'm getting so much, like Job, you know what I'm saying? And so you may find yourself in your Job season where you're doing everything that you need to be doing to see that purpose that God has placed in you through. And God may be allowing challenges, but those challenges are only meant to make you stronger. And the perspective of focusing so much on the problem, perpetuating more of the problem, and it's just a shift in your perspective on what you're going through on a day-to-day basis that you may feel like it's trying to come up against you, and you having to be critically conscious of these things, not to a fault to where you're focusing on it to like, and it's starting to slow you down and hinder you. But hey, I see this thing, I acknowledge this thing for what it is, and the only controllable in this whole situation is yourself. How you respond, how you react, what you do with what you are given. That's the responsibility that God wants us to, I feel like he wants us to focus on. You know what I'm saying? And to know that should bring you peace. To know that should bring you some type of peace. Because it's not about the problem, it's about you becoming who you need to become, stronger in the Lord, which allows you to be his foot soldier, which allows you to be a warrior for the kingdom. It allows you to be who God has called you to fully be. Not a piece, not a portion, because he don't work like that. He don't operate like that. He gonna give you 100. He gonna give you everything. He gonna give you everything he promised to you. You know what I'm saying? My word shall not return to me void. You know what I'm saying? So like, knowing that what God has for you and what God has placed in you for a reason, whatever reason God has placed this thing in you that you just can't seem to put to rest. You can't seem to put to rest. You can't seem to put it in the corner and act as if it don't exist. Like, this thing feeds from you. This thing calls you, and it's our job, it's our duties as creatives, as believers, as truth seekers to just allow those things to flow through us. And Russ had mentioned recently in one of his interviews that when God gives us an idea, it's time to act on it. The beef between Michael Jackson and Prince. Michael Jackson was scared that if God gave him a song and he didn't act on it right then who's gonna give it to Prince? So it's the same principle, like trusting what God has given you and whatever God has entrusted you with and allowed you to be a steward over. It's our job to make sure that we're stewarding this gift, this blessing, and nurturing it every single day. I try to take that approach in terms of fatherhood. I try to take that approach across many areas of my life. And am I perfect? No. Do I have moments where I fall short? Do I have moments where I backslide? Do I have moments where I'm not a perfect person? For sure. But God doesn't call perfect people. God just calls you to be real. To be real, bro. And you real with yourself, you real with me, we honest, we open and honest, we know what's really going on, we tapped in. It's all relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's all the relationship. Same relationship you got with your lady, your man, you got with your friends, your homies, cousins, whatever the case may be. It's a relationship. And through over time, y'all built some type of trust. I hope so. Build some type of trust and bond in that relationship. And so now you know that you can come to this person, relying on this person. This person has proven and shown themselves over and over and over in your life in a positive, impactful manner, and it's never going away, tap in. Tap in. It's love. It's love, though. Yeah, man, I just wanted to grab this beautiful sunset. Again, my name is Mark Clark, for those who don't know. Hopefully this audio is decent. I don't have my microphones, but we're going to do what we got with what we got. And so I'm sending you love out there on your journey. Love.